This WORX 40-volt 44-inch cordless lawn mower for small yards, model WG779. It's a compact, lightweight push mower with a black and orange finish and super straightforward design. It doesn't look intimidating, and I think anyone could easily move it around, especially with those big handles on top and the folding bars. If you're tired of messing with gas, oil, or yanking on a cord to get a mower going, this might be exactly what you want. To start with, let's talk about the batteries, because that was my main curiosity before I tried it. This mower comes with two rechargeable 20-volt batteries. They snap in right on top, and a charger, so you're all set out of the box. There's no need to get anything extra. The batteries are a huge jump from all my old corded mowers, and a nice escape from gas cans and spills. I also like the fact that these batteries are part of the WORX PowerShare system. That means if you already have other WORX tools, maybe a drill, blower, or hedge trimmer, these batteries can swap over. It's pretty convenient. There's even a charge indicator built right into the mower, so you can see how much power you've got left without guessing or stopping partway through. From my experience, battery life is more than enough for a typical small yard. WORX advertises that it can handle about 1/8 of an acre, and I was able to mow both my front and back lawns on one charge without stressing about running out of juice. The charger takes a while, a bit over 4 hours for a full recharge, so it's good to plan ahead if you have a bigger yard or want to go over it twice. I think that's about normal for this type of battery though. The reason I wanted something like this comes down to weight and maneuverability. At about 29 pounds, it's so much lighter than any gas mower I've used. You don't need big muscles to push it. The 14-inch deck is small, but that's exactly why it fits between flower beds, corners, and around landscaping. I never felt like I was wrestling it or had to work hard to keep it straight, even when making tight turns by the garden or around my driveway, which has those tricky Belgian blocks. In fact, sometimes I just operated it with one hand and it moved along smoothly. I can see this being perfect for older folks or anyone who doesn't want to deal with a heavy machine. One of the key features is the 6-position height adjustment. It's done with a single lever on the side, super easy, no tools, no guessing. That means you can cut your grass anywhere from about 1.5 inches tall, nice and short, up to 3.5 inches if you want to leave it higher during summer heat. I have a mix of regular grass and clover, and like to play with the height settings season by season. The adjustment works well, and you can feel the deck lock into place. Now, one thing I definitely want to mention is noise. From my experience, this is the quietest mower I've ever used. There's a soft electric hum, but you barely even notice it. I can mow early in the morning when my neighbor's kids are still asleep, and nobody gets bothered. That's a huge relief, because I know nap times are sacred if you have kids at home. No fumes, no roaring engine, no headaches at the end. I want to share a real moment of confusion I had, because if you're new to electric mowers, or even just this particular model, you might run into the same thing. After mowing my front yard for the first time, I peeked inside the grass bag, totally empty. At first I thought this was a defect. I was ready to pack everything back up and return it. Turns out I just didn't attach the grass bag correctly to its frame. Rookie mistake, but an easy fix. If your collection bag isn't installed right, the clippings won't go in where you want them. But even after I fixed that, the bag was still not catching grass the way I expected. That's when I discovered the mulch plug, which is a plastic piece inside the chute. If that plug is in place, the grass cuttings get kept under the mower and get chopped up more, then fall back into your lawn as natural fertilizer. If you want to collect the clippings in the bag, you have to take that plug out. Nobody explained this to me, and honestly, it wasn't obvious from the directions at first glance. So I spent a solid week thinking the mower was broken, but really, it was my own lack of experience with this 2-in-1 feature. Let me explain that for anyone new to these terms. Mulching means the mower chops grass into tiny bits and drops it right back onto your lawn, which is actually good for the soil because it naturally fertilizes. Bagging means the mower shoots the clippings into the grass box. You can dump in your compost or wherever you want. Make sure the plug is out if you want to pick up the clippings, and in if you want to mulch. After I figured that out, clippings were collected perfectly with no mess. I should add a few honest observations about usability. This mower is easy to start. Just push the button, pull the bar, and you're off. No stubborn cords or priming anything. The handle is padded and comfortable, and I could fold everything down for storage in my garage, so even in my small space, it tucks away without hassle. The lawnmower is easy to tip over and clean, and the grass box pops off for quick emptying. Cutting performance is solid for a mower this size. It easily handled average-length grass and even a few thicker patches, especially thanks to the Intellicut feature, basically a sensor that boosts the mower's power if the grass is heavier so you don't get bogged down. In my yard, that made a difference when moving from thinner spots to areas that went a little too long between cuts. Is it going to power through knee-high grass? Not really. If you have a jungle, you'll need to make a couple of passes or start with a trimmer. But for average, well-kept lawns, it does the job just fine. Let's talk about the wheels. They're plastic and look a little toy-like, but I haven't had any major problems cruising over flat lawns or light bumps. You'll definitely feel rough, uneven spots more than with something heavy-duty. If you have a perfectly smooth lawn, it glides. On bumpy areas, you notice chatter, but nothing that ruins the experience for me. One thing to remember is the bag isn't huge, but for small yards, you won't be emptying it every 5 minutes. The indicator on the bag tells you when it's full, which is helpful. When you're done, the whole mower is small enough and light enough to pick up by the handle and store away, something I never managed with my old gas mower. In my opinion, it's perfect for anyone who needs a lightweight, low-hassle mower for a small to medium yard, especially in suburbs, urban settings, or for people who don't have a lot of storage room. There are no gas fumes, no oil changes, and the maintenance is basically cleaning out the grass and recharging the battery. The only real downside I found is the time it takes to charge the batteries if you need to mow more, and you might have to do a second pass on really thick parts of your lawn. But overall, I'd recommend this for anyone who wants an easy, eco-friendly solution that doesn't wake up the whole block or require much effort. From my experience, the WORX WG779 makes mowing genuinely less of a chore. I wasted a bit of time stressing about the grass bag and the plug, but once I understood how simple it really is, mowing became quick, quiet, and almost kind of fun. No more fighting with cords, gas, or loud noise. Just slide in the batteries, pick your height, and go. In conclusion, WORX really delivers on the promise of a compact, user-friendly mower for small yards. It's reliable, quiet, light, and makes sense, especially for people who want something straightforward. The little moments of confusion I had were more about my lack of experience with newer features like the mulch plug than any design flaw. I'd recommend checking the bag and plug setup the first time you try it, especially if you're new to modern mowers. But after that, it's smooth sailing. If this quick review helped you out, or if you have any questions or tips of your own, please leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more honest quick reviews and home and garden tips. Thank you for watching.